Imagine your wife, the woman of your dreams, the future mother of your children, who you love with all your heart. She looks at you in the eyes and tells you something meaningful that means a lot to her. And you can't even pay attention. Then she leaves you for another man who actually will.
What's up, baby girl?
Now, imagine yourself on a road trip with your family. You're having the best time of your life until you become distracted by this random notification on your phone, and then you drive off the road. And it's all because you haven't meditated. Not so long ago, I was in a relationship with a girl who I truly thought would be my future wife. I truly thought this girl will be the future mother of my children. But unfortunately, that was not the case. And the downfall of that relationship was me, who I showed up in this relationship as. And the person who I showed up in this relationship wasn't really a masculine man. You know, that masculine man that's supposed to be strong and fit and like present with her, having a deep connection with his partner. But unfortunately, that was not me. I wasn't present with her. I wasn't fully making a connection with her. I would just be in a slump, distracted all the time, always thinking about other things instead of her, instead of talking to her, looking her in the eyes, and making a deep connection with her. And I remember one day, which I think is the moment where she ticked off, where she finally thought that she should break up with me. And I remember this day, I took her out to dinner, and the way back to dinner, I drove down this one street, and the other side of the street there was a park. And in this park, there was a group of kids playing soccer. And one of those kids ended up kicking the ball into the street where I was driving. And my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, notices this, and she tells me, "Oh, you should watch out." But guess what I did? I was distracted, so I did not listen to her. It wasn't until a couple seconds later, I saw the kid almost trying to run for the ball. That's where I hit the brakes and I realized I fucked up. So I look over to my ex-girlfriend and I look her in the eyes and she tells me, and she yells at me, "I told you to watch out." And I just saw this disappointment in her eyes. It kind of looked like she lost all faith, all masculine faith in me, that I'm supposed to be the man fully in charge, fully focused on all the dangers around us. But I failed at that. And when I dropped her off, she gave me this kiss. By that point, I knew that kiss meant nothing. The next day she calls me and she tells me, and I quote, "I think we should break up." Fuck, man. I was truly fucking heartbroken. For weeks on top of weeks, I was heartbroken, I was sad. And I always thought to myself, why is my brain like this? Why is my brain always distracted whenever I'm with my girlfriend or my ex-girlfriend? Why can I never focus on one thing? It wasn't until I found a skill on meditation, that's when things actually changed. And through meditation, I became more focused and more present. I feel like I was becoming a new man. And now in my next relationship, I'm more confident that I'm going to be more present and more helpful to my partner. So if you do not want to go throughout this whole chaos of heartbreak, or listen to girl, if you currently have a girlfriend or you want to get into a relationship, if you don't want to lose that girl, you need to be present with her and be aware of her needs. And a good practice to be present with her and be focused is meditation. And in today's video, I'm showing you the 4-step process on how to meditate that is very simple, that you can even do it right now. Step 1 is to focus. Before you start this first step, the first thing that you need to do is to find a quiet place in your house, in your room, or anywhere around you. Because in this first step, you're gonna focus on one particular thing at one point. And the things you can focus on are anything around you right here in the present moment. It can be bushes, the sun, it can be the sounds of the leaves, it could be the sensations of your toes, it could be sights, anything, as long as it's right here in the present moment. But the most common thing that most people like to focus on is the breath. So what they like to do is to breathe in, breathe out. And during this whole breath, they like to keep focus. But here's the part where most people go wrong. Most people, when they're focused on their breath, they lose focus within 2 or 3 seconds. And some people like to just give up right there and just say to themselves like, "Oh, I can't do this. Meditation is all bullshit. It's all some spiritual bullshit. It's all hoax." But in reality, losing focus is the second step of meditation. Step 2 is to lose focus. So the first step is to focus on one thing. That could be your breath. But while you're focusing on that, the second step is to lose focus. Once you lost focus, you have to go into the third step, which is to gain realization. And oddly enough, there's a delay between the realization and the thoughts that you had. So there will be a couple seconds before you actually get the realization that you actually lost that thought. But once you get the realization that you lost that thought, you need to go into the fourth step, which is to bring back focus. And this step is the most essential step out of all these 4 steps, because this is what helps you bring back that focus back into your breath or the thing you're focusing on and complete the cycle. So the cycle is focus, lose focus, realize, and bring it back. It's a whole circle. Now, when you complete this whole circle, it's kind of like experience points. You get like a 1x plus 1 XP. You know, when you play Minecraft, you get those XP points and they'll help you level up and enchant your armor and all that. It is the same with meditation. As you complete this whole cycle of meditation, you gain an XP point to your meditation skill. And over time, as you are doing this, you have to progressively overload what you're doing, meaning progressively overload the cycles you do or the amount of time you spend on your meditation. So if you spend 5 minutes today of meditation, next day try to do it 10 minutes. The next day try to do it 15 minutes. And the next day try to do it 20 up to 60 minutes. The goal is to reach 60 minutes a day. But first you have to start out small with 5 minutes, and then over time you go to the bigger stuff. However, there's one thing I need to talk about, which is something very impactful to meditation, which is what I like to call anti-meditation. If you don't know what anti-meditation is, it's pretty much what you're probably doing right now and what most people around this world are doing, which is scrolling through TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels. What happens when you're scrolling through Instagram Reels, you're focusing on one thing and then losing focus after a couple seconds. So you watch a video, you lose focus, you swipe, gain focus again, swipe, lose focus, gain focus again. It's over and over again. And this can happen for hours or even the whole day. A lot of people waste their day scrolling on TikTok. So if you really want the benefits, the true benefits of meditation, then you need to take away scrolling from your life, because the practice of scrolling outweighs the practice of meditation. And no matter what you do in meditation or how much time you spend on it, if you still have scrolling in your life, nothing will happen. You will see no benefit. And also, tell the people around you, your family, your parents, your girlfriend, tell them the benefits of meditation and tell them and walk them through these steps of meditation. Tell them how truly life-changing this could be. Because imagine how fucking beautiful would that be, that you and your family or your loved one is focused and present with you. Now, instead of you giving 100% and them giving 25%, you're both at 100% deep connection and deep presence. Imagine how much love would that be in your relationship. It would be truly wonderful. Back then, I honestly would have wanted to know how to meditate, because honestly, I would have a much better relationship and much better connection to that one girl. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I didn't have meditation in my life. But you, as you watch this video, you have meditation in your life. I told you, I explained to you what you can do to have a better relationship with your family and your girlfriend. I know it seems like a stupid thing, but please give it a try. Just 5 minutes a day. So take the action and meditate and watch how your life is going to change. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And be sexy.